Is it doing a thing? Are we live, tech? Is it a thing? I can't see the game on stream. Okay, right, there we go, I can see it now. Right, hello, I'm Useless Brit. This is Jazzpunk. We're gonna set up a small glitch first, before we get into the game. We're gonna go onto Kaitak and set up a save corruption. So this is before the time starts or anything. We just go into level. Just go into the list. So yeah, this is what we do before every run. So, and this saves quite a bit of time when keycard from here. Oh no, don't do that. It's giving me follow alerts, what the hell? I am so sorry, tech, I don't know why it's happening. Cool. That's gonna get annoying. Okay, so timing starts on first input, so I'll let you know. So timing starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so yeah, this is Jazzpunk. Yeah, sorry guys. I thought I turned it all off, but apparently not. So yeah, the first trick we're going to do here is a quick out of bounds. The mission starts when collecting the missional, and for whatever reason it's stored under the level. And this can mess up really badly if I don't get it. Nice. Whew, got it. Nice. And you can't save in the level and load anymore, so you can't you can't retry that. You'll have to start the whole run again. So yeah, that was found by Logan. He's been breaking this game over the last couple of months, like really badly. So okay, so now we're in a Soviet consulate. I'm going to do another out of bounds. Ooh. Which basically involves manipulating how the animation physics work of the lift. So we're just going to go in it slightly. Oh god, come on. Hit the button, leave the lift. We're not normally supposed to, and we're going to go over to this chair. Save and load. And then we'll clip up to the maximum point of where the lift is. And then jump out of bounds into the loading trigger. And that was Soviet consulate, easy.
Welcome back.
The world record for this is currently 15.5 with loads. We recently got a no load timer. Oh, I missed it. So yeah, yeah, that clip basically was just when you save and load in the lift, you'll be spawned at the max position that it is. And since we can clip out of bounds by going in and out of the lift at the same time, we can activate it and jump out before it keeps us there. And since the lift is trying to bring us up, we'll be glitching up and down. Okay, so we're going to collect this missional. The director's just having a little nap over here, so it is what it is. And one thing I haven't explained yet is saving and loading will skip cutscenes, which is why we'll do this quite a few times during the run. One of the new tricks here was added with the recent free content update, Director's Cut. Oh, and I didn't get it. If you can get the right jump angle on that, it will boost you right over that wall and in front of the Golden Lucky Electric Squid.
Everything sounds like.
So we're just going to run around, go inside it. Throw my shoes at her, and we need 5 spiders to get inside the kitchen, because the chef doesn't like spiders, which is understandable. Have a nice day. So, just going to throw it on him. He's going to let us in. We're going to grab the fugu and spray it on the food. And now there's a cutscene that we can't skip. I'm not sure if it's softlocks the game. I don't really remember.
Oh, I'm going what you say.
So yeah, now he's, as he quite rightly said, he's going to be sick. So we're going to go to the women's bathroom, because he's in there. And we're going to grab his kidney. So now we're going to leave, and there isn't a whole lot to this. Just slapping them with their with his kidney. And they're also bowling pins. Yeah, there isn't a lot to this, it's just a lot of running back. I'll explain a little bit more of the setup that I did just before the run, or when we get
This is your last chance.
into the chapter.
We've tried to reason with you.
Okay, so we're going to light the candle through the wall because the trigger seems to extend just out of it. So we're going to light the incense, bong, easy. Not a whole lot to that.
Fantastic.
And now we're back with the director.
Now I can finally make my steak and kidney pie. That last
Oh,
job seems
I've been running
to
this
be
game for like
a bit
2 years
more
and it still gets me.
We'll have to wait for things
New
to cool
vacation
down a
island.
bit.
Yeah, it's filling up with water.
In the meantime, I'll set
So
you up
yeah,
with
this is the
location.
chapter that we're going into now, that we set up the skip for. I'll explain a bit more whilst I'm doing it.
Now go on, get some R&D. You look like you can use it.
So yeah, just gonna go to Kaitak, which is just here. Again, nothing, not a whole lot to this. Just go fast. Okay, so now we're in Kaitak. We're gonna run over to this room here real quick because we're gonna activate the mini game, Wedding Quake. It has 2 activation stages. We're just gonna open it, and this is gonna save our position for when we normally go into Wedding Quake. It will save our position and spawn us there once the mini game's over. But it saves our position even when we open it, and we don't have to go into it. And in the setup, I did grab that key card, but the game's like, oh, you've already done that, you don't need to do it again. And that's the same with the phone. Since we activated the phone, the game's like, oh, you've already done it, you're not going to have to do it again, so we can go straight to the next stage of the level. All that setup was the tricking the game to thinking we've already done it, so when we go into a run, we don't have to do it again. Monojira said basically it's kind of like New Game Plus, but we don't have it like that. It's still just any %, so.
You look a little pale. What's the matter, Polly Blank?
You've got time for like 1 donation if there's one. I don't know if I'm by myself. I tried. Okay, so the old strat here would be to save and load to skip this cutscene, but it messes up with the next trick. The new trick is probably one of the biggest we found, so we're going to go inside this elevator, save and load, and now it thinks we're in and out of it at the same time. So we're going to run over to this clan, and this trick saves about 2 minutes worth of cutscenes, so we don't have to do it, we can just skip right to the next level. So now the lift's going to bring us down, and we clip through the floor, and now we're in the next level. Just like how the lift worked in Soviet consulate, when it's trying to go up or down, it's trying to make us go up and down with it, even if we're not in the elevator. So it clipped us through the floor since it's so thin. That's all it was. We were just tricking the lift thinking we were not in it, and we were able to make us get pushed down at a certain position and into the next loading trigger. Again, with Wetworks, it's about going fast. There are a couple of speed strats you can do, like jumping over. Oh, I got the really bad version of that. There we go. Jumping over the doors to try and get it quickly. And that was okay. That was pretty good Wetworks. And activate that. Basically, all that Kaitak was just a simulation, and we managed to break out to it. Also, I'm very sorry for the stream quality. This breaks it really badly. Okay, so now we're back in Darlington Station, and there isn't a whole lot to this. We're just going to go into the room. I got a really bad angle. If you can get the right angle and do that quickly, it will skip the first bit of dialogue that the editor? Yeah, the editor says. And it saves about 3 seconds. Oh, she actually fell in this time. Sometimes, when he says director and secretary, the director and the secretary will fall in, but sometimes she won't, which is really weird. Okay, so the next trick here is not really a frame perfect input, but if I can pause the game on the first frame and save and load, it will stop the spray from spawning, which will help a little bit later on when we're giving the editor his trophies and stuff. Because that means we're not going to accidentally pull that out and activate it, which will waste time. So normally this would want us to do a whole lot of mini games to get him to get the directed spawn. But we just get that remote. It's fine.
Quick, look behind you.
And now we got about a minute and a half of cutscenes.
Over here, Polyblank. No, oh, over here. No, a little more. A bit more. A little to your left. No, your other left. Go back a bit. There we stop.
Yeah.
Yes, there we go. All right.
So yeah, we can't skip
Polyblank,
this because
we
it
will
soft locks
section
the game,
I'll get right to the point.
which sucks.
You've
There's a
taken
lot that
something
will
of
soft lock
mine,
this
and
game
so
in
I've
the
taken
later
something of
levels.
yours. That's the overarching principle.
I'm pretty sure if we tried to go back to
Like,
Kaitak, it will
it's
soft lock the game.
directors.
The level before it, the
Alright,
expedition with the dotted lines,
imperative that you get me
Monojiro
back in
told me
the
that
right
that's the
hands.
reason the game
Alright,
soft
right,
locks.
give
If
a
you try to go into
I
the
know
level,
you
just be a
do well by
black
me.
screen. You can't do anything. You can't see
Polyblank,
anything.
I
I think you can
challenge
hear
to
stuff, but that's about
a
it.
game of sport. Should you
So
prove
now the editor
victorious,
is challenging
I'll
us
free
to
the
a game of
director
sport
unharmed.
to
As
free
I
the
won dice roll
director and
backstage,
secretary.
I'll go first. I guarantee you, there won't be one hint of foul play.
No foul play. See? Beautiful shot every time,
Alright.
editor.
I must be a bit off today.
Cool,
I
now we're just
almost
gonna grab
wondered that
that.
one myself.
Okay, so
The consequences are in your hands.
golf sucks. There's only a few of us that are good at it, and I'm not one of them.
I haven't had fun like this since killing that drifter in an alleyway.
Cool. So we take turns. The ideal strat for this is doing 2 hole, 1 hole, 2 hole, 2 hit. Sorry.
I'm so
You
surprised.
can hole in one this, but I've never been able to do it. So. God damn it! I see Boomer in the chat. I have it open. So yeah, a lot of this is just waiting for the editor to do stuff and then following after him.
Luck appears to be on my side today. Don't let it get you down,
Too
Polyblank.
soft.
We're
Nice.
just getting warmed up. Please follow me and let us begin.
Okay, so now we gotta wait for the editor. Cool. We have to talk to him before he lets us in the car. So cool. I ain't get like the banging around. Cool. So now we're gonna land, and this is the next soft lock in the game that can happen. If you do this too fast, once you start pouring the gravy in, the remote will spawn behind you, and if you don't pour the gravy in all the way and pick up the remote, it will soft lock the game. You won't be able to select the gravy item again, and you'll be stuck. So, yeah. There's not a lot to this. Man, I feel like I've said that a lot. It's just a lot of trying to stick to the edges as much as you can without booping it. Try and get around the corners a little faster. It's just about being optimized with this. Cool. 47, that's not too bad.
You're not supposed to be able to win this.
Of course I'm not. And then we can just go back to any cart, it doesn't matter. We can just steal his. Okay, so the next minigame coming up is probably the one that we have to play by the most. We have to do it the most intended way, because it just doesn't work any other way. There's no fancy skips to it.
Suit up. However, I must warn you. I'm quite the Matrix Maverick.
I'm joking, of course. This is the one minigame we don't actually have to play by the rules. We can just grab this chair and hit him with it, and that's it. That's the entire minigame. Normally you'd have to play virtual tennis, but no, we just grab the chair, hit him with it.
First winning. I really need to calibrate this thing. There's no way
You should hop in. The water is perfect.
Cool, so now he wants us to pick up his trophies. This is what I was talking about earlier when I got rid of the
If you would
hose.
be so kind as to hand me, modesty prevents me, another trophy. You flatter me, Polygraph. You know my one weakness. Oh, I don't deserve. I feel like an absolute god. Is that true?
And this skip coming up here, I wasn't able to show at ESA because of the donation incentive, but if we save and load when the save the director comes up, it will spawn us back to the start of the level, as does saving and loading at any portion of this, but if we do it at that, this will spawn, so then we can turn him into a crocodile. If we pick the second option, it's slightly slower because we have to wait for the piece of paper to fall down.
You might as well crawl in my mouth now because it's only going to end one way.
Cool. We're going to go into his mouth. Cool. And now we're in like the credits level of this game. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now we just have to go to the end of the level. Time is coming up, so I'll let you know when. Yeah, so I guess I might as well do some shout-outs and stuff now. Jazzpunk community, being amazing as always. If you want to learn this game, you can go to the Discord and the speedrun.com page. People like Monojira, Taitak, Logan, breaking this game, being really cool. Yeah. So yeah, you can find me at places like twitch.tv/usersbrit. You can follow me on Twitter @usersbrit, stuff like that.
I've left this tech recording here in the event that I ever get transmogrified into a man-reptile hybrid, and you need to escape the labyrinth that is my digestive system. I provided some specially encoded mission for just such an occasion.
And Sky Marie. I think they'd want me to shout on that as well, so Sky Marie.
Particularly violent immune system.
Okay, so get ready on time. Time.
Also, please say hi to my secretary if I eat her for pudding.
Cool, and that's it. That's Jazzpunk. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for Themeathon. I filled in for Teletac because he was unable to do this run. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think the hosts are going to kick me off in a moment. So yeah. So yeah, I think I'm still just here. Nobody's moved me out yet. I don't know if they want me to leave or I'm not entirely sure how this is going down. Never prepped me of when I was finished.
After the birdie.
Still just here. Well, do they want me to leave? It's not changed. So, how have you guys been enjoying the marathon? Yeah, sour, please.